James Owens. Match underway, and who's going to get the first decent possession? It's Cork, and once again it is Connolly Hahn out over the sideline. The Tipperary management jumping up and down there. You had Michael Ryan and Declan Fanning, the Muir Forna, urging the linesman to wave the flag immediately. It's a tight, tense match. Anything can happen.
Absolutely, Gerard. And just that was one thing just before half-time I commented, and I just thought Tipperary looked a little bit flat, and Michael Ryan wasn't happy on the sideline. Just that type of a tackle that Dan McCormack made there, that was missing in the first half.
Lee Hahn once again from that line ball there, which was miss-hit by Brendan Maher. Down into space, should be collected by Ronan Maher. Hahn passing it into John O'Keefe, and O'Keefe sends it into the forwards. 2 against 1 in there. Callanan is the one. Coming across, Damien Cahalane, son of Niall, of course, who was an all-star footballer back in the 1980s. Out it comes to Colm Spillane, way downfield. No hanging around with this one. All the way down towards Cadogan, and Cadogan is upended, much to the annoyance of Cathal Barrett, who felt it was an honourable challenge. There was just a little connection of legs there, I think, but not intentional. Free awarded. Free to Cork, opportunity for them to take an early lead in the second half, just as they did at the very beginning of the game when Connolly Hahn pointed the opening free in the opening minute.
Well, I was listening to Tip FM coming down Gerald the car, and they were wishing Cathal Barrett all the best from his grandmother, 101-year-old granny, watching that, so I'm sure she's going mad with the few freezes after giving away there as well, but definitely a flick there. So we'll say hello to Jenny, 101 years of age.
Well, I hope she's enjoying it, and every other granny as well. Connolly Hahn with a 5th point of this match, and Cork still in front, 16 points to 15. Remember, it's a Tipperary team going for 3 in a row in Munster this year and 7 in 10 years. Cork Curlers back at Semple Stadium for the first time since the qualifier loss to Wexford last year. Ball played into the middle here, once again collected by Dara Fitzgibbon, helped out by Luke Meade. Into space it comes, racing onto it is Seamus Harnedy, the man from Gortroo, St. Ita's club. Plays it back to Lee Hahn, and Lee Hahn looks at it like a good golfer, and it goes wide.
Yeah, that was a great chance. The amount of room that the Cork forwards had there, Seamus Harnedy really could have turned and put it over the bar himself, and he did the unselfish thing, and a bad wide by Conor Lahan.
Another Seamus Kennedy getting onto this one, helped out by James Barry. Up to right half forward, over there towards Dan McCormack, pursued there vigorously by Mark Coleman. Again, it's McCormack who gets it inside towards Bubbles, doesn't manage to hold on to it. Bill Cooper back, protecting the D in front of that full back line. Hammered forward once again here, down into the left corner, down towards Alan Cadogan's corner once again. Once more, Cathal Barrett goes across. And the linesman this time giving the decision Cathal Barrett and Tipperary's way. Early stages of this second half. Tip yet to launch their first meaningful attack of the second half. It'll be Barrett who will hit it. Barrett was absolutely outstanding last year. What an all-star. Didn't make the greatest of connection there. Gleefully picked up here by Cadogan. Slipping it back. I'm not quite sure what he saw there, because he's given it to Sean Curran of Tipperary, who bypasses the referee, and the referee just gets in the way eventually. As Brendan Maher was coming out.
He'd given a free there. He gave the advantage there to Sean Curran, and then he just stepped into Brendan Maher, so he called it back for the free.
Well, this was how that came about, and the referee left with no option really other than to award the free to Tip. And this one is going to be taken by centre half back Ronan Maher, winner of Fitzgibbon Cups with Mary I in the last 2 years. It's a huge one. It's dropping away to the right hand side, and it's gone wide. Well, he's a teammate on that college side with Luke Meade. A lot of old pals, especially UCC pals, playing against one another here this afternoon. Anthony Nash pucks it out. It flies down there towards left half forward, down towards Shane Kingston. Right onto the sideline he goes, works it forward. Collected once again by Connolly Hahn, slipping it cleverly forward. Down there towards Bill Cooper. Helping out here is Shane Kingston. And Kingston lets it in, but in towards the side netting, and that one has gone wide as well. That's 2 wides in a row now, started the second half, and some 8 wides in all. Both sets of fans raising the decibel level as Kieran Kingston, in his second year in charge of Cork, looks on from the puck out. Down through the centre it goes, down towards John O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer beaten for it by Damien Cahalane, but helping out here is Dan McCormack. Near the sideline, McCormack looks at it somewhat admiringly. Well, he might, because he's knocked it over the bar and he's got a second point. And people were saying, well, this is a man who supplies good chances for others, not really a taker of scores. Well, today he's taking his opportunities, and Tip have drawn level, 16 points apiece.
Yeah, very important score. Dan McCormack turned into a real leader of this Tipperary team, and that was an important score. They haven't started the second half well at all, and Cork well on top since half-time.
Again, Cork go forward here. This time it's Patrick Horgan, challenged by two Tipperary players out over the sideline as well. And linesman Mick Murta there waving his flag in Tipperary's favour. So once again, it's going to be a Tipperary line ball. This time John O'Keefe from Clonulty Ross Moore will take it. Taking his time over it, giving it maximum care. Was very much in favour back in 2011. Then out of the picture for some years. Back in this afternoon, however. In as far as Sean Curran. Runs on here as far as Ronan Marr. Dropping it through the centre here, but there's a Cork man trying to get to it first. When he can't win it, he's helped and backed up by captain Stephen MacDonald. Missed the match last year because of a broken hand. On as far as Seamus Harnedy, back around right half forward at this stage, having started the match at full forward. As nobody in there is from Alan Cadigan, and three Tipperary backs. One of them is James Barry. Has a support player, it's Paddy Marr, his captain. Towards the other number 7, who's reading it well, and across comes Mark Coleman. Steps into the breach, solos forward, looks up, has to try and get rid of it now and look for a support player. What a good ball that is, all the way as far as Horgan, and Patrick Horgan snaps it over the bar. It was a brilliant pass, and it's a wonderful score by Horgan, who's got 3, and Cork have got 17 and lead Tip by 1.
Yeah, that all came about Patrick Marr being put under pressure back here. He cleared the ball away, didn't look, and Mark Coleman picked it up and had the composure to turn back, take the extra touch, and switch a brilliant ball over to Pat Horgan. That's his 3rd point from play. Doing
the business in front of an attendance of 30,103 people. From the puck out, Colm Spillane reading it, going for it, attacking it, knocking it down to Mark Coleman again, of course. Challenged by Dan McCormack, then challenged by John McGrath. Back in as far as Mark Ellis. Ellis looks up, drives it away off his left-hand side, down towards Seamus Harnedy once again. Where he goes, James Barry goes across to try and marshal him. But he's nothing to stop him this time. The hand pass back towards Kingston. Shane Kingston stepping away, well blocked initially, and then he dribbles in and it's a goal. Shane Kingston, his first ever championship goal. A goal and 2 for him, a goal and 7 for Cork. They lead by 4. Yeah, Jaron, that was coming. At the end of the day, the low ball catches Darren Gleeson, the softish goal. But since half-time, Cork's work rate has far outdone Tipperary. Tip behind for every ball, Cork attacking the ball. You can see the spring of their step there since half-time, and that goal, they're well worthy that 4-point lead. Well, it's a boost for Cork. It's a wake-up signal once again for Tipperary, the Munster champions, the All-Ireland champions. Hot favourites to win this, but in the 44th minute, they need something special. Maybe John McGrath will deliver it for them. Denied, however. Back it comes again. There was a jersey pull. John O'Dwyer bubbles. And eventually the referee does blow for that second foul, and it's got to be a free in for Tipperary. Dangerous there for Cork, and Tip really were threatening. Yeah, you see Bubbles, he's been very sharp. He was fouled there, the ref gave the advantage, and then he called it back. Good refereeing. Well, it's a chance to make it a 3-point difference once again now. The free taker is going to be Seamus Cahalane. 3 points in the first half. 2 of those were from frees. 5 on the goal line, 20 metres out, loads of time remaining. No need to panic from a Tip point of view. He's got a 4th. So 117 to 7 points. Shane Kingston, the goal scorer. May not be the greatest goal he's ever scored, but he caught it well enough, and it trickled in past Darren Gleeson, who was powerless to stop it on the goal line. Yeah, he'd be disappointed. I think he didn't get his hold to it, Joe. He probably should have kept it out. So Shane Kingston recently got a goal against Limerick in a challenge match in Old Christian's ground. It was a wonderful goal that evening. That one wasn't bad, I'm sure he'll be saying. And that's a very good catch by John O'Dwyer. Bubbles slaying it inside here to Sean Curran. Curran striking, but trying to do so, well blocked out. It was a cornerback Stephen MacDonald, who intervened that time. Cooper back out as far as Darragh Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon has a player loose on this left-hand side if he wants to use him. Goes forward himself. This is old-style direct hurling, but not with the direction and aim that he was looking for that time, Darragh Fitzgibbon, and he gives it away to Cathal Barrett. Works it into the middle of the field to Michael Breen. Lays it off as far as Noel McGrath. McGrath 65 metres out, looks at it, hits it brilliantly and puts it over the bar. A third for Noel McGrath. Tip are coming back.
That's a brilliant score by Noel.